Hold on a second, knock my headphones off. Oh, boy, I really want to find new headphones, but these ones still work just fine. They just get a little loose on my skull. So I have a hard time justifying it. And they're not quite over the ear, which is... I mean, I just think that headphones should be that. I don't, I've never been fond of earbuds, for example. Wait. Oh, that's not a gateway, that's just a window. I keep thinking I found things, and I am always hilariously wrong, it seems. Okay, there's a fire witch. Let's just... Hell yeah. If you can do a drop murder, do a drop murder. Ah, I see. I don't know how viable it is, but you should probably consider an in-window unit. If only because the energy cost of freezing ice and blowing air over it with a fan constantly is winds up being more expensive. Also, the extra humidity is never great. Ooh, take that. Okay, So obviously there's some way back there. Let's, and then they... Okay. You know, this is all going to come to me, and I'm going to feel really stupid for missing it. Wait a minute, what's this? No, wait, that's the thing I found earlier. Wait, I have a thought. I'm going to go back to the bonfire, because I know that there's sections of there that run kind of under the street, in that kind of sewer-ish area. Oh man, Portland scares the shit out of me right now. Well, not Portland so much as the whole fucking secret police situation, which absolutely should not be a thing in America. And if you disagree, please go to another country. Yeah? You know, I'm going to throw down a sign just for giggles. I mean, this is exactly what that thug Tom Cotton was proposing in that stupid editorial he wrote. Oh, hello, Sneaky. Nice glowy eyes you got there. Man. Oops. What the fuck? Yeah, somebody picked up on something interesting, and that is that for lack of a better term, I'm just going to say secret police again. They're not in federal vehicles, because if you're a federal agent, you don't rent, you don't go to Enterprise and rent a car. You have a branch office that has a motor pool that you can get your vehicle from. So they're either taking extra steps to hide who they are, they're just random fucking vigilantes. I mean, there's no good possibility. They're both terrifying, just for different reasons. Oh, that's just gonna kill me. Yeah, that people can justify this sort of thing when it's like, oh, well, it's protesters I don't agree with. Well, yeah, I mean, get some intelligence on these guys. Hey, sitting together with a family, with a nice quiet night and a bag of nails, some wrenches, something to sharpen them with, it's a good way to spend an evening, is just make caltrops, because they're very easy to improvise. You basically bend nails, you bend a nail to a 90-degree angle, and then you cut off the blunt end and sharpen that end, and then I don't know if you would solder them together, if that would be correct, but you kind of solder them together at the joints. Exactly. It's a perfectly good activity for social distancing. But yeah, you solder them together at the joints, and then you've got something sharp and pointy that's going to stay sharp and pointy no matter where on the ground you throw it. Exactly. Make sure Junior knows how to sharpen a nail. Of course, I don't know if I talked about this before, but my niece just had a birthday, and I was looking for something to go with what I found for her, but it apparently doesn't exist. What I found, though, is essentially a transparent lock with lock picks, and what I wanted was kind of a kid's first lockpicking book. Because she's like 10 or so. I don't think the CIA field manual on lockpicking is going to be that interesting to her. But, I mean, I figure that's a fun hobby for anyone to pick up. Oh, man. I forgot how treacherous this part was. It is hard to keep from binging Lockpicking Lawyer. I mean, his stuff, it's all these really short clips, and most of the time it's legit picking, but there's sometimes that the lock is just so flawed by design. He's like, okay, this is really egregious. Here's how we use a bottle of orange juice to break a gun lock. Or just something ridiculous like that absolutely should not be possible. Yeah, that guy is awesome. And he does some amusing April Fool's jokes too. He did one called "Getting Into My Ex-Girlfriend's Back Door," which it was a lot of innuendo. Yeah, I mean, it's not like you could easily pick the locks in most police cars to retrieve their guns. Oh wait, we're not supposed to point that out. Hold on. Is that a chest over there? Oh man, game, why do you do this to me? Get a little bit of fire. And more fire. Oh my god, torches have durability. Okay, I guess I need to be careful about that. Okay, I'm gonna have to kill all these dudes if I want to get to that chest. So I suddenly am less interested in the chest. I mostly want to get my souls back first. One book I got a kick out of, and I think it's one of those. It's one of those ones that I should probably send my niece. It's called Little Brother, and it's basically somebody described it as Encyclopedia Brown meets William Gibson, but it is. It's very, it's like baby's first cyberpunk, practically. And it teaches you a lot of useful things that are probably illegal. Like there's an improvised pepper spray you can make. There's a bunch of simple things about hacking, like real junior level hacking stuff. And it's all about, you know, it's more kind of organized in the wake of the whole September 11th era. I think nearly every chapter has one of these little things, like putting gravel in your boot so that gate recognition can't pick you up. Just subtle things like that. But I mean, there's a big ongoing thing where they get people to screw with the RFID readers, or not the readers, sorry, the actual cards, and they start swapping everyone's data on these government-issued IDs, so that if you try to go anywhere and, you know, the whole papers, please thing starts going, it slows down the process for everybody. And I'm like, holy crap, that's a great idea. But yeah, it was, I mean, that's definitely the kind of thing kids should be reading these days. I believe he's done an entire trilogy from that book. Okay, so there's a mansion here I haven't checked out yet. And a lot of poo. And spider women. And a dead end, because it's my life. So I, because of all the overtime I pulled, you know, I did a little math. I'm like, wow, I could afford to switch at retail if that was a thing you could actually buy anymore. Because you see, if you see full switches and it's like $500, even at a retail joint like Walmart, it's like, guys, come on. I mean, I might just give in and purchase a light. I mean, it's a little harder to justify now that I don't have the commute. Oh, poopy ashes. Yeah. Like I really want to play Breath of the Wild. And I think it's called, I think Fire Emblem Three Houses is the one that's on there. Oh hey, I like soup. It's a you bastard. They are cheap, yeah. It is a little hard to find them sometimes, and I can't really travel from store to store all that easily. Because, I mean, I have a couple days off, so I'll have the time to do it, but I would have to board a bus. And, I mean, that's a lot of barreling about town in a bus, which kind of sucks, because they don't even want you using them if it's not for something essential right now. Yes. Yeah, I mean, Three Houses would be one of those great commute games. It's just like sit down, play a couple rounds, try not to openly weep as you lose a good character on the bus. I mean, it's a good cycle. So I am playing like trash today, and I apologize to anyone who watches this ever. Oh, I started later than I thought. Whoops. Whoa, 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 I'm doing it wrong. So I'm like 90% sure that there's supposed to be a bonfire down in that kitchen. Oh, whoa, hey. Not nice. I do the senseless violence around here. Not you, weird creature. I should just get my souls and run back to the shrine and see what I can do with the excrement-covered ashes. Oh dear. He big. Yeah, it's, I mean, it's, it appeals to a certain crowd, basically. Oh, and I did exactly the same dumb thing. I mean, I used to play a lot of BattleTech, so the whole, the whole turn-based, huge combat scenario thing is kind of familiar to me. So it's very much my brand, as it were. Okay, yeah, I would swear up and down that there's supposed to be a bonfire in here. Maybe it's just all that ketamine I did last night. Okay, so we were watching a movie called Coherence. And it's about these people who get together for a dinner party, and there's like this comet passing overhead, and all of a sudden things start getting weird to the point where, I mean, I'm basically spoiling the whole thing. But things start getting very weird because they come in contact with other possible worlds that look just like theirs, even have the same people in them, but slightly different experiences. Anyway, one of the characters early on, she's this, you know, big hippie, you know, granola this and magical herbs and crystals that, and she suggests someone tries this mix that involves, oh, it's just got a little ketamine, otherwise it's all natural. And for all of us watching the movie, that just kind of became this ongoing thing that somebody just casually offers, you know, a very controlled substance at a party like that. You know, it's and we just kept referring back to it even into the next thing we watched. So it's a bit of a holdover from last night's silliness. Yeah, that stuff sounds like I don't know, dangerous? Maybe that's just me. Wait, can I get in here from out? Is this the main thoroughfare up here? Oh, hello. Bad dog. Okay, wait. This is not a familiar back alley. Or I just don't remember things. I won't rule out either possibility. Jeez. Okay, dog, you need to knock it off. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of pew-pew here. Oh, hey, hey, hey. This is the elevator. Yeah, what now? There we go. Hey, I remember some of this game. Amazing. Oh, I remember this place. This is like a bunch of dudes waiting to shoot you with magic missiles. Boop, boop, boop. I mean, I know it's actually like a soul arrow, but I'm gonna keep saying it's a magic missile. So, apparently, I did not know this existed until recently, but they made a Dragon Quest game that is a I think the term they use is Muso, but that doesn't mean anything to most people. It's Dynasty Warriors, but starring Dragon Quest characters. I have no idea why it exists. I cannot justify it, but I'm probably going to have to check it out sometime. Because it's like, you look at the very concept and you can't quite... It's like, well, I gotta at least check it out, right? Okay. And I think up here there's a summon you can get. And then there's this jerk. Oh yeah, that does look familiar. They are not kidding. Okay, so I think there's a door, a one-way door that I was near earlier, and I should be able to pop it from this side. And I believe that's the one. Oh. They just have an ember lying around. That's nice. Oh. Can't mess with me. I'm in an animation. Sucker! Oh, there's a thing there. There's items and stuff. I should go yoink those. Alright, I'm happy with how this is going. I mean, I'm sure I will continue to be less happy once I start finding the Pontiff, but that's life. Yeah, if I just dive off of here, we get a shiny. Ring of the Sun's for... Oh, I think that's only useful if I cast spells. Darn it. Oh, hello. Fire Witch leggings, cool. Is this the chapel or the... Oh, that's not where I need to go. Oh, wait, I do need to go out though, and to the right somewhere. There it is. Oh wait, I shouldn't lay that down. I'm just going back to Firelink. Gonna turn in these ashes and see if I get anything cool out of it. Okay.
Ah, gracious. Let I only.
Hey, look at that. Blooming purple moss clumps. Let's take some of those with me. Otherwise, not a lot new here. Okay, well,
Ashen one.
let's see. My battle axe is at +7. I I have no Titanite chunks, so it is not going any higher than that. Oh, could do without that.
Welcome, husband. Very well. Then take no.
So I'm looking at 3 levels at most? Yeah. So if I take Vigor up, that's a big help, but I really want to crank that endurance. Oh, it doesn't look like it makes this big a difference, but we'll just do that.
Farewell, Ashen One.
You know what? I'm going to use the rest of these souls on more
Wow.
blooming purple moss clumps. Let's see. And we'll get some of these.
Ashen One.
Well, man, I still want to clear out that place with those silver knights and so forth, too. Maybe I should go do that, especially since I just found the shortcut. I am going to lay down a sign in the hopes that I can get some practice against the Pontiff. But we'll see what happens. There we go. Actually, I think you could fall that safely. Anyway, oops. Oh. Okay, that's just back to the hideout, I guess. So I gotta have names for these places. There we go. Okay, nothing doing there. Okay, so where's the... Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. This is the place. And I think this is stairway over here. Yes. So now I can deal with that sniper. Oh, he has a friend. No! That seems bad, but I don't remember what it means. And I can't move. son of a gun. Oh, right in my spine. You know, at least in Dark Souls 1, I knew the parry timing. So I didn't have too much of a problem with Silver Knights. This one, I don't know. I'm not even... I mean, I should take some time offline and try to practice a little bit so I can parry like a boss. But when you can knock their sword away in a Norlando in the first game, they're just such a non-threat. They also very nicely normally come at you one at a time there too, so it's really convenient. Plus, I mean, the parry animation that takes you out of combat effectively takes you out of combat. You know, you'd think a guy who spends 40 or more hours talking into a microphone would be good at talking words by now, but apparently I'm just on the way to be another George W. Bush. I hate when I do that. When I knock away at an enemy with something that is definitely not a weapon. Okay, let's try Spooky Manor again. Get my souls back. Yes, screw you guys. Oh, he doesn't have backup this time. Just you and me, buddy? Oh, shit. No! Why is this one Silver Knight being such a pain? Okay, honestly... No, no! Wow! That's, quite a series of moves to chain there. I can't believe I just did... I died the exact same way as I did last time.